Good evening, listeners. Tonight's podcast is entitled, Do Not Bury Your Talent. And to set up this evening's message, I want to repeat to you a parable given to us by Christ in the New Testament. It was about a master that had gone away to a far country and left 3 of his servants in charge. One servant he gave 5 talents to, the next servant he gave 2 talents to, and the next servant 1 talent. When he returned from his trip, he called the 3 servants in for an audience. And he asked the first talent, how did things go? And the first servant said, you gave me 5 talents, and I have now put together with them 5 talents more. The master said, well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in a little, I will make you master over much. And he said, what about you, to the second servant? And he says, Master, you gave me 2 talents, and I have put together with it now 2 more talents. And he said, well done, thou good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over little, I will give you charge of much. He asked the third one, how did you do? And he said, Master, I know that you are an austere man, and that you reap from where you have not sown. He said, I did not want to lose your talent, so I buried it, and I have it now for you. And he said, thou wicked and slothful servant. He says, since you know that I was an austere man, you could at least put my talent to the money changers so I could gain usury, in other words, interest. He says, from you I will take what you have and give it to the man with 5 talents, the servant with 5 talents. And he threw that servant out. So, to bring that down to the life we live, when you read the scriptures and you get wisdom and revelation from God, or when you go to church and you sit in the pew and the minister delivers some wisdom and information and revelation to you, do you keep it to yourself? Or do you use it to try to gain more souls for God? That parable of the talents can be equated to the information God gives you in your present life, whether it be in church, in the scriptures, or just praying. And when he gives you this, he doesn't mean for you to put your light under a bushel. He means for you to put it on a mountaintop and let it shine. He means for you to spread his word so that he may gain more souls besides yours. If you go to church each Sunday and you sit in the pew and you listen to the message and you leave after church, go watch a football game, go to sleep at night, wake up the next morning, go to work the whole week, party on Saturday, and then come to church on Sunday back in the same pew, not having spread his word to anybody, not your work colleagues, not the person on the street, not anyone, then you in effect buried your talent, just like the third wicked, slothful person. I admonish you, do not do that. When God gives you wisdom, share it with someone else. When God gives you revelation, share it with someone else. If you do not share what God gives you, it will end up that He will take that which you have. And so the wisdom you have may disappear. The revelation you have may disappear. I'm saying this to admonish all people who have decided to follow Christ, to use what you gain to bring to others. I don't care if they're on the street, in a store that you work with, to try to bring more souls to your Heavenly Father. But whatever you do, don't bury your talent.